Hello class 7. So as you all can see, the topic that we are going to discuss is scientific names. Okay. Uh, you should know, in order to study about different organisms in detail, it has to be classified. No, it has to be grouped accordingly. Then only we can study it in detail. So classification is very, very important. And we have classified all the living organism into different groups with its characteristics and all. Hope you all know now. No? The branch of biology that deals or that studies about the classification of organism, they are known as taxonomy, and the people who study about it, they are known as taxonomists. Okay. Now, you all know there are millions of species in this world, animals, both plants, millions and millions of species. So they have to be given a particular name such that we can identify it wherever we go. Common names, it is local names or common names, because in different languages we call, suppose example, mango only. In Hindi it is known as am. Yes, in Nepali we call it ap. In common name in English it is known as mango. But so in different places it may be called with different names. So if we go to any other, suppose we go to Tamil Nadu, there we will not understand. If we call them, if we go to the market and if we ask for app, give me app, they will not understand because they have their own local name. So there will be lots of confusion. Okay, so in order to avoid this confusion, the scientist has given different species, those millions of species, particular name, a scientific name. Okay. Now, this naming system, okay, it is known as binomial nomenclature. Okay, and it was developed by Carolus Linnaeus in 1735. Okay, now this system of nomenclature, okay, in this system, every organism, they are given two names. Okay, they are given two names, and the names are all in Latin. Please remember that they are Latin terms. Okay, so here they are given two names. The first name, it is the generic name. Okay, it belongs to the genus, from which genus does that organism belong to. Okay, and the second name is the species name. It is the name of the species to which it belongs to. Okay, so example, the scientific name of cat, domestic cat, it is known as Felis domesticus. Felis is the genus name, domesticus is its species name. Okay, however, the genus, this genus name, okay, Felis, it is used for many other several animals that come under cat family. So we use those animals like tiger, lion and all, they come under cat family, even cats, no, domestic cats. So the genus name, it is used as Felis. Okay, so not Felis, Felis domesticus. Felis is used for cat family. Okay, Felis domesticus. Okay. Now, you should know, we should study about the rules of writing a scientific name. Okay, how do we write? That is very, very important. Okay, now this is very important, so you should learn how to write a scientific name. So in books and all also you can see, there are different names. Okay, so you can see it is written in italics or italics, we call it. Okay, sometimes the first name it is written in capital, the small, in the second name small letter is used. So this is the different rules in order to give a scientific name. So you should know. Let us see now how to write a scientific name. The following rules must be followed while writing the scientific names. First, the generic name, the first name, the genus name, okay, starts with a capital letter, while the species name, okay, it is starts with a small letter. It is written with a small letter. Second rule, both the names are printed in italics, okay, in a printed form. It should be in an always it is written in printed form. It is always in italics. In written form, we cannot write it in italics, no. So both the names, when written by hand, it should be underlined separately. When we write, we need to write it separately. So example here, we had studied about Felis domesticus. So it has to be underlined separately. Has to be underlined separately. When we write it, we need to. So you can see the first name, generic name, it is written in capital. Okay. The second name, the species name, always start with a small letter. Okay. And we need to underline it. So this is in a written form. So we need to underline it separately. If it is in a printed form in books and all, we don't have to underline because it can be printed in italics. Okay. So hope you have understood. So these are the rules that you have to keep in your head while writing the scientific names. Okay. Now we are going to discuss the examples. Okay. Few examples of the scientific names and the common names. Okay. So let's see what are those. Okay. Have a look now. Okay. So mango is a common name. No. Now in scientific, what is it? Now let's see. Scientific name of mango, it is known as Mangifera indica. Mangifera, it is a generic name, and indica, it is the species name. In scientific name, when we write, we have two names written. Okay. Then second one, wheat, Triticum stivum. Okay. Triticum is the generic name. Stivum, it is the species name. Potato, Solanum tuberosum. Solanum is the generic name and tuberosum is your species name. Cucumber, common name. So in scientific name, it is known as Cucumis sativus. Okay. Rose, common name. It is known as Rosa indica. Rosa, generic name, indica, the species name. Rice, it is known as Oryza sativa. Okay, Oryza is the generic name and sativa, it is the species name. So this are some common example of plants. Okay. Now, animals, man, what are we called? We are known as Homo sapien. Homo, generic name, sapien, species name. Dog, Canis familiaris. Okay, Canis, it is known as the generic name, and familiaris, it is known as the species name. Elephant, Elephas maximus. Okay, lion, Panthera leo. Tiger, Panthera tigris. Okay, so we have the common name and the scientific name. Under scientific name, they have given two names there. Okay, the first name is always the generic name, and the second name is the species name. So with that, we get the scientific name of an organism. Hope you have understood. And with this, we have completed the chapter. Okay, next class, we are going to solve the exercises. Hope you have understood. Thank you so much.